Trump has ignored policy specifics through most of this campaign, but has recently warmed to the task. Vlad, the public water crisis in Flint, Michigan offers an apt illustration. In January, when asked what to do about toxic lead levels in the water, Trump had no comment. Tomorrow, he delivers a speech on rebuilding the nation's infrastructure, including public water supplies in Flint.
Major, Donald Trump's plan that he's about to announce tonight also calls for 6 weeks of paid maternity leave for mothers whose employers don't provide any coverage. Now, that doesn't sound like a Republican proposal. Why is he pushing that?
Because Ivanka, his daughter, has made that a priority within the conversations on policy, and Trump knows he has a yawning gender gap in the polls. That is to say, men disproportionately favor him as compared to women. And that is a problem he has to address politically and as a matter of policy. And Trump is getting out farther than any Republican nominee ever has on the idea of the federal government guaranteeing you paid maternity leave for up to 6 weeks. There are also tax deductions that Trump has put forward for child care expenses, including, Vlad, and this is important, private school tuition, offered not just to working mothers, but stay-at-home mothers as well. The financing for all this is a little bit on the speculative side. Trump says he can pay for some of it by tightening up and enforcing and getting rid of fraud in the unemployment insurance program, and through other tax reform proposals he'll lay out more fully on Thursday at a speech at the New York Economic Club. But in the main, Trump is trying to get credit for wading into policy waters most Republicans have tended to avoid, and certainly been reluctant to put the federal government in the business of guaranteeing maternity leave, something that is historically, and when I say historically, I mean modern history, the last 5 or 10 years, been an issue defined almost entirely by Democrats.
And Major, I want to ask you about Trump's running mate, Governor Mike Pence. He made the rounds on Capitol Hill on Wednesday to meet with some Republicans. How important at this point is it for the campaign to get Capitol Hill holdouts on board?
Well, it is important, and it's not just important to get those holdouts on board, and if they're not there yet, they may not join at all, Vlad. But what it is even, I think, more important for Mike Pence to do is to use the credibility he achieved when he was a member of Congress. He one time was the chairman of the Republican Study Committee, a bulwark of conservative policy thought within the House Republican Conference. He knows many House Republicans very well, very close ally of Speaker Paul Ryan. He knows many of the senators in the Senate Republican Conference as well. And what he was doing today is reassuring them about the policy agenda for Donald Trump, that he's serious about taking on policy, that he believes he's going to win, and that Capitol Hill Republicans, if they're not on board, ought to think about getting on board, and those who already converted should start thinking about what kind of policies they want to put forward, because if in fact Donald Trump is elected, you can be sure Vice President Pence is going to be a crucial ally of Trump's and probably his first and foremost eyes and ears on Capitol Hill, and maybe his top negotiator on all issues dealing with domestic policy. And I think that was the importance of Pence's visit, letting Republicans on Capitol Hill know Trump thinks he's going to win. If you think he's going to win as well, you better get ready on the policy and politics side to put that agenda into action on Capitol Hill.
Major Garrett for us. Thank you, Major.
You got it.